So it looks like we will never see a fight between Terence Bud Crawford and Errol the Truth Spence. It looks like we'll never see a fight between these two, which is very unfortunate because these two are considered one of the best fighters out there in the world today. Top 10, top 5 pound for pound fighters. Definitely number 1 and number 2 in the welterweight division, at least in my opinion. And it's very unfortunate that we won't see this fight. Two champions also in the welterweight division, with Spence holding the IBF and WBC and Crawford holding the WBO. So if they were to fight, 3 belts would be on the line, but no. We will never see this fight. We will never see this fight. Terence Crawford and both Spence and Terence Crawford were out over the weekend to watch and support the Hooker versus Virgil Ortiz event. They were out there. They were there in the arena, and they recently got some limelight, and they were asked questions about who, if they want to fight Spence or if they want to fight Crawford and all that. And Spence talks about splits and how he thinks he should get like an 80-20, 7-30 split in his favor over Crawford. And Crawford, talks about how that fight will never happen anymore, how he's never gonna fight Spence. And I don't know, man. As a fan of the sport, as a boxing fan, I want to see this fight. It's a great fight. It really is. It's a fight that will definitely do some good numbers. Not necessarily do Pacquiao Mayweather numbers, but it will still do good numbers in today's terms, in today's market. And it sucks. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting it out until COVID is done. I don't know, or maybe egos are just too high between the two that they're not willing to, accept anything. I don't know. Maybe the promoters or the managers are having a hard time making this fight. Who knows? For whatever reason, it seems like both fighters are now no longer really that interested in fighting each other with what they're saying in the interviews. And who do you blame? Do you blame this man right here, Bud? Do you blame him for not wanting to fight him anymore because he feels, discouraged and disrespected with what Spence is saying about those 80-20, 7-30 split, or else the fight won't happen, stuff like that. In my opinion, should this be a 60-40, 50-50 split? Yeah, arguably, yeah. If you look at the market, if you look at their previous performance, this man right here, Spence, did better in terms of pay-per-views. Now, does he deserve a 60-40 split? In my opinion, let the freaking managers, let Al Heyman, let freaking Bob Arum decide on that. Let them decide on the money, not the fighters. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see both fighters get paid good money, but in the end, as a fan, I just want to see this guy and this guy fight each other. Now, do you blame Spence for what he's saying? For wanting, I mean, his demands are pretty ridiculous. If you ask me, 80-20, 7-30, in my opinion, those are pretty ridiculous. But like I said, let the freaking promoters and managers handle the negotiation stuff. Both fighters, in my opinion, should be talking shit about each other. They should be saying, yeah, I'll fight him, I'll beat his shit, I'll beat his ass. Not saying all this stuff about, yeah, like 80-20 split. Yeah, I don't want to fight him no more. I kind of blame both guys right now. I feel like both guys are just not helping each other out. They're not, I feel like Terence Crawford, instead of saying, yeah, that fight will never happen, he should be saying stuff shit like, yeah, I'll beat the shit out of him. He's scared to fight me. Stuff like that. Talk shit. Still try to rile him up. Try to excite the fans that there's still a chance that we might see this fight. But both fighters seem like they're not interested in fighting each other. I kind of blame both guys at the moment. Originally, I kind of blamed Spence first because of his demands, ridiculous demands of saying like he wants 60-40, 7-30, 80-20, and all that demands. I kind of blamed Spence first because those are unrealistic. Like I said, I feel like the promoters and managers should be the one handling that business side. But now Crawford is out there saying that will never happen. I don't see that fight happening no more. I've already done what I need to do in the sport of boxing. I became undisputed. I'm just trying to fight just to put money on the table for my family. I'll fight anybody to put in front of me at this point. I don't care no more. Instead of saying stuff like that, you should be saying Spence, shut the fuck up. Let's fight. Stop being scared. Let's fight. Talk shit, man. Talk shit. I don't know, man. It's just It's just very unfortunate that we will never see this fight. That's a downside to things. But I'm hoping I'm hoping that once COVID is over, once restrictions are lifted, once things go back to the more normal um, life of how it was a couple years ago. Hopefully, they can negotiate something that both fighters will be satisfied with, that both sides will be satisfied with, and we get to see this fight in the next sometime within the next 2 years. Hopefully. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.